violin is a beautiful and delicate instrument, but before you can actually play it, you have to learn how to properly set up your positioning for the violin and for the bow, which you need to play it. You can do this sitting down or standing up. Standing up is a lot easier, so I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be showing you the position you're supposed to hold your bow in and how you can get to that position. Right now I'm standing in rest position, which only involves one of your arms. You have the violin at your side. You should technically not have to hold it with your other hand in order to stay in this position. You should be relaxed, and this is how you're going to hold your violin when you're not playing it. From here, in order to use the violin and to put it up in its proper playing position, there are 3 easy steps, followed by situating your feet, and you can get your violin up and playing. So you start by, you want your feet spread, about shoulder width apart. You can't see that from where I am now, but if your feet are together like this, you're not going to be able to balance very easily. So you want about shoulder width apart. From here, you take your violin, you put your thumb on the back, you want your fingers in the front here of the body of the instrument. From here, you can take it out, and you want to bring it all the way up to the side, straight over. This is position 1. This is all helping you set up so you can put it properly on your shoulder. From here, you're going to flip it around, position 2, almost there, and then you're going to lower it onto your shoulder like this and put your chin on the chin rest. It's important to have that shoulder rest there too. But this is position 3, and from here is position 4. If you can hold a violin like this, then you can pretty much play it. You should not have to hold it up with your fretting hand, if you will. You should be able to hold it all just with your chin and your shoulder. From here, you can grab a bow, and the proper way to bring it onto the strings, you're going to take it up, helicopter down is a good metaphor, and you should not make any noise when you touch the strings. And this is the proper playing position for the violin. The next most important part of playing the violin is being able to hold the bow. A good way to do this with students is to draw markings in their hands, angled lines like this on the fingers and on the tip of the thumb and pinky. And these are the only places that will actually be contacting the bow. So what you do is you lay the bow down like railroad tracks, and you touch each finger where it's supposed to be touched, the tip of the thumb, tip of the pinky, and those markings in the hand. And you're going to actually slide down until the thumb meets the end right here, which is the frog, it's known as. And where your fingers are is what your bow hold should look like, just like this. It's important for a student to develop the bow hold. It's not so easy just to go and grab on like this with the perfectly curved thumb and curved pinky. You need to do exercises with students in order to make sure that they can hold the bow correctly. There's a few different ones you can do. For example, you could, while holding the bow hold like this, you can do windshield wipers, have them go back and forth as such with the arms straight out you want to do. You can do stir the soup. Just moving around in circles, keeping the bow hold. Again, you can write your name in midair with the tip. A little hard to do in the angle I'm at, but it's easier standing up. And then there's a few other hard ones, like you can actually go up the entire bow and down, sliding it like this without changing your bow hold once. But these all help strengthen the muscles in your hand that aren't usually used, but are used for playing with a bow. And it makes playing the violin a lot easier if you have proper technique like this from the start. Next, I'm going to be playing 4 exercises out of the Sound Innovations book that demonstrate proper bowing technique and holding the violin properly. These are exercises 46 through 49. Lastly, I'm going to demonstrate pizzicato playing, which is when you play the violin with your finger. So you will get into your proper hold for the violin, and what you're going to do is you're going to take your thumb, kiss your thumb, you teach little kids to do that, and you put it right on the corner of the fingerboard here, closest away, well, pointing not the other side. That would not work very well. You're going to put it here, and then you will then pluck with your index finger on the strings. So from here, I will do a D major scale, which using my finger markings, you're going to put your fingers down, and that's how you can remember early on where the notes are for the D major scale. For your fingering hand over here, you only want 2 contact points. One's going to be the knuckle of your first finger, and the other is your thumb, and those will touch either side of the neck as such. From here, I'm going to play the D major scale. Here we go. And there we go. That was a D major scale playing pizzicato using the fingering markings to play the scale. Well, that is my crash course for the violin playing for beginners. To go over everything, we covered playing position for the violin, how to get there with 1, 2, and 3. We covered properly holding the bow, and we covered pizzicato, we covered playing with the bow, we covered scales, and basic string switching exercises with the bow. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.